Good morning, West. I'm Sean Gray, your Multicultural Service Coordinator. I'm here to talk about equity, diversity. I'm not here with you all this morning because I am in Boston as we speak at a Minority Student Achievement Network, MSAN. I'm getting conversation and ideas and action plans from a student voice on equity and diversity. I've been here 15 years, going to my 16th year with the district. All those years I've been blessed to be able at the one same place, which is West High School. Go West. I'm a Regent. I bleed blue. If anybody knows me, they know I love the school to death. My job here in the building, a lot of people say, well, what does he do? Or what's his job title? I believe my position and my role here in the building is to give a student of color an identity, self-pride, and really help these students work on their morals and just good behavior. I've been blessed to be here to do 9 years in security, 3 years as an engagement coordinator, and now I'm the multicultural service coordinator going on my 4th year doing the role. I'm also the director of the Black Student Union, which I'm very proud of. We have the biggest in the state as a high school standpoint. We have the most energized students. But if you know some of our student scholars, they are terrific, great thinkers, never afraid to give their opinion or to stand up for themselves, and that's a big thing for these young people. So today I really wanted to be there because 2 weeks ago, well, the first week in October, myself, Danielle, Dr. Baran, and Cindy, we all went to an equity conference, and from that equity conference I was able to see people to open up in a manner where they were uncomfortable, but they were opening up and they were looking at their own faults. Because equity, you have to look at yourself sometimes. You have to say, what can I do to make the situation better? Not what can he do or what can she do, but what can we do or you do to make this equity thing work. We understand that this work has to come from within inside. It has to come within inside of you. We have to start listening to our students. Listen to what they have to say. Taking the time to say, hey, what's going on with you today? I see you're not looking like yourself, or why are you upset? Like, talk to that student. Take the time out. Make sure your door is open, because that's the key about building relationships and having the equity where students feel like, students of color and staff of color all feel like that West is theirs, that they also are included. We have a predominantly white staff, as you see, but if you look at our building, it's not like that. So it's not just on myself or Corvan or Patrice or Chris or any person of color to build these relationships, because they come natural for us, because we look like the students that we typically have the most issues with. But it takes you, my co-workers, my staff, who I wholeheartedly believe we can get this work of equity done. I believe we can get it done because I believe we have a leader in Dr. Baran that when she speaks, people listen. So the issue will be pushed, and I'm pretty sure people will follow. This work will make you uncomfortable. It will make you feel as though, I don't want to talk about it. But let me say something to you. As a black staff, a staff of color, 95% of the times I'm sitting in a meeting and I'm the only person of color in that meeting. So I'm uncomfortable all the time. Now, I can navigate through it, but just think about my students, our students that come into an AP class or come into just any Spanish 1 or high-level honors class, and they're the only one in there. The young adults, they don't know how to navigate through that, so they become uncomfortable. They feel like everybody's looking at them. I ask you one thing. Be uncomfortable for me. Be uncomfortable for the staff members that you know, for those kids of color that may just be uncomfortable. Because if I can be uncomfortable every day, then for an hour and a half or whenever we have PDs and whenever we're fighting this work called equity, you can be uncomfortable too. Through this trip or this fight we call equity, we all have our own journey. We all have our own biases that we have to fight or assumptions that we have to fight. It doesn't matter where you're at on that journey. Just understand, just make sure that that journey, you're taking a trip and your ears are open and your mind and heart is open to new thoughts, to new things, to try to tear those barriers down or those biases that you may have created in your mind for whatever reason. I myself have biases that I have to challenge myself with every day. Every white man is not a racist. Every white woman doesn't think I'm going to steal their purse. But I have to take that bias and I have to channel that and put it in the bag to understand, to open up, to build new relationships. So wherever you're at in that journey, just be honest with yourself and keep on fighting with us as we tackle this thing called equity.